Okay, so good morning, compassion. Mabuhay, blessed be God forever. So for today, we're going to discuss our new lesson in art, which is about the Southeast Asian fabrics and attire. So for our previous meeting last time in art, I have showed you some places from Southeast Asian, right? Some of the example of which are, yeah, Malaysia, Singapore, Philippines, of course, our country, the Philippines, and also what else? Yeah, correct. So there are different countries in Southeast Asia. Okay, and for today, what we're going to do is we're going to have or discuss the different fabrics and attire for each Southeast Asian countries. Okay, so please be with me. Focus, stay focused. Don't forget to stay focused. Don't forget our rules, okay, for the day, which is first, you need to focus. Second, listen carefully. Third, turn off your microphone if you are not asked to talk to. Also, fourth, you need to always open your video. And fifth, please always enjoy. Okay? So also, I already remind you about the things that you need to prepare, which is your module. Okay, because later on after this one we'll have some activity and I will let you answer some of the activities in our module. Okay, so again, let us now have the Southeast Asian fabrics and attire. Okay, so this is for our art subject prepared by yours truly, Miss Jasmine Malaya P. Alfonso. Okay, let's go to the definition of Southeast Asia. So what is Southeast Asia? Do you have an idea what is Southeast Asia? So as we mentioned a while ago, right? We have different countries in Southeast Asia. And in our first meeting, you mentioned different countries you have been, right? Yes. Give it some hope if yes. Okay, good. So some of which are like you mentioned Singapore. Yes, Miss Jas also have been to Singapore before and it is one of the nicest country in Southeast Asia. Okay, what else? Yeah, we have Malaysia. Correct. Brunei, very good. And okay, so now let us define what is Southeast Asia. Okay, so Southeast Asia is composed of two geographic regions. So what are these regions? We have, yes, the mainland Southeast Asia, and the second is the maritime Southeast Asia. Okay, Southeast Asia. Okay, so those are the two things in Southeast Asia. And now let us go on to the first, okay, country in Southeast Asia, which is Brunei. Okay, have you been in Brunei? Thumbs up if yes, thumbs down if not. Okay, so some have already went to Brunei and some haven't yet. Okay, so what is some of the fabrics in Brunei? Okay, so the first one is we have the batik. So what is a batik? Batik, as you can see on the picture, okay, on our screen, is the image of batik. It is composed of, it is the traditional textile, okay, of Brunei. Okay, so you can usually see that on the designs of some of their furnitures, some of their carpets, like that. Okay, so the first one is, can you repeat? Say batik. Very batik. So the second one is we have the simpur. Okay, simpur is their national flower. Okay, it is their national flower. Again, what's the second one? Say simpur. Very good. Simpur is their national flower. And the third one is the air mule. Say air mule. Yeah, air mule. Can you say air mule? Very good. Okay, that is their traditional design. Okay, the one that is on the other side also. Okay, air mule. So again, the fabrics in Brunei is say batik. Very good. That's their traditional textile. Simpur. Say simpur. All right, that is their national flower. And the third one, say air mule. Very good. That is the traditional design. Okay. So now let us go on to the attire of Brunei or the people from Brunei. So as you can see in the picture, that is one example of their attire. Okay. And that is called the batik polisher. Say again. Can you say it again? Batik polisher. Very good. Okay, so as I've mentioned a while ago on the fabric, I told you that the design of this batik can be seen on carpets, on furnitures, but also on their clothes. Okay, and that is one example of it. Is it clear? Say batik polisher. Very good. Okay, do you understand? Okay, good. So again, let us go back. So again, what is the fabric of Brunei? First, say batik, simpur, ermolek. Very good. And their attire say, but Brunei's batik polisher. Again, Brunei's batik polisher. Very good. Okay, so don't forget that. Okay, now let us go on to the second country in Southeast Asia. And this is, yes, can you say Cambodia? Again, can you say Cambodia? Very good. Okay, so Cambodia is the next country that we're going to discuss the fabric and attire. Okay, so what is the fabric of Cambodia? So as you can see on the picture, it's very colorful, right? Yeah, okay. So that is the fabric of Cambodia, okay? So it is also called modern textile. So modern textile have trace of motifs, okay, trace of motifs. As you can see, there are different designs, there are different traces of different motifs, okay? Copying clothing details on ancient stone, okay, sculptures. So that is the modern textile. Have trace of motifs copying clothing details on ancient stone sculpture. So they based it on ancient stone sculptures. Okay, so the design of their fabrics have bases or motifs which is copied from clothing details on ancient stone sculptures. So the next one is the cotton textile. So what is cotton textiles? From the word cotton, it is made of cotton. Okay, and it is used in garments and household purposes. Like for example, the one we use when you are cooking. Okay, what do you call that? Yeah, the apron. Okay, they also use it on their pot holders, on the rug used on the kitchen or in household purposes. Okay, so again, the two fabric of Cambodia is, can you say, modern textiles? Very good. And cotton textiles. Okay, good job. Okay. Now, let us go on to the attire of the Cambodian. So what is the attire of the Cambodian? First, on the top picture, we have the sampon or wrap skirt. As you can see on the skirt part, okay, they are wrapped around the waist of the females. Okay, so say sampon. Very good. Sampon. Okay. Next. The next one is krama. Can you say krama? Everybody say krama. Very good. So krama, as you can see, is also patterned, okay, on the design of their modern textile, right? So there are traces, different designs, different colors. So they called it krama. It is like a scarf, okay, a scarf used by the Cambodian. Is it clear? Okay, also they have this attire, which is called the Cambodian dresses. So those are the type of dresses of the people or the female from Cambodia. Okay, so I think the first part is some of their what do you call this, formal attires or sometimes casual attires, and the other one is for important event. Okay, so again, let's go back. What are the fabrics of Cambodia? First, say modern textile. Okay, second is cotton textile. Okay, good job. Next, the attire. So we have, can you say sampon? Good. And krama. That is the scarf. Okay, very good. And also we have here, okay, the Cambodian dresses. Say Cambodian dresses. Very good. Okay, now let us go on to the next. Yes, next country, which is Indonesia, Malaysia, and Singapore. So maybe you are asking why three countries in one slide, right? Because most of their fabric and attires are correlated or just the same with each other. Okay, so since these countries are just near with each other, okay, so their traditions, their attires are almost the same with each other. Okay, so again, we are now in Indonesia, Malaysia, and Singapore. Okay, can you say Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore? Okay, so let us go on to Indonesia, Malaysia, and Singapore. And what are the fabrics of these three countries or tri-countries? So as you can see in the picture, okay, as you can see in the picture, it's two different kinds of pictures. The one is I think printed, and the one is handmade, right? So let us know now what is the fabric of Indonesia, Malaysia, and Singapore. So also in Indonesia, Malaysia, and Singapore, it is called batik. Okay, so it is the most common fabric to the three countries. Okay, batik, just like in correct in Brunei, right? But there are two types of fabric or batik in Indonesia, Malaysia, and Singapore. So the first one is the hand painted. It's not color printed, but hand painted. And the second one is the block printed. Okay, so again, two types of fabric batik in Indonesia, Malaysia, and Singapore. This is the first, say hand painted. Okay, and the second is block printed. Okay, very good. Okay, so that is the fabric in Indonesia, Malaysia, and Singapore. Now let us go on to the attire of these three countries. So also their attire is called batik dress. So as you can see, batik dress, their design is also the same with with Brunei, right? Okay, so we're now done with the three countries. Let us review their fabric and attire. So again, the fabric of Indonesia, Malaysia, and Singapore is, say, batik. Very good. And there are two types of batik fabric. First is, say, hand painted. Very good. And block printed. Okay, good. And their attire is also called batik dress. Say batik dress. Okay. Is it clear? Okay. Now, let us go on to the next country. Okay. So this country is, say, Laos. Okay, Laos. Good. So what is the fabric of Laos? Okay, so according to some resources or some researchers, fabric in Laos is woven. What does woven mean? So tinatahi. It is woven, tinatahi. In the one that is referred to just like what we studied before in the different provinces here in the Philippines, the woven clothes, woven fabric. So Laos have also woven fabrics, okay? And as you can see on this part, this is one example of their attire. Okay, so it is also called Say sin. Yes, sin. So Lao women's ankle long skirt whose pattern is unique for each skirt. So there are different designs and pattern of this sin or attire of Laos women or Lao women's. Okay, so again, it is called sin. Can you say sin? Very. You understand? Again, their fabric is woven. Their attire is called sin with different pattern, unique pattern. Is it clear? So since we're done with Laos, let us go on to the next Southeast Asian country. And this is, yes, Thailand. So what the Okay. So what is with Thailand? Okay, have you been in Thailand? Okay, so Miss Jess haven't been in Thailand before, but I am planning to go in Thailand because, as I've heard, okay, there are good temples there, and some food also are also good, especially the street food. But we will focus on fabric and attire of Thailand, of Thai people. Okay, so let us go on now. Okay, so as you can see in the picture, those are examples of Thai fabrics. Okay, what are these? Okay, so one fabric of Thai is called Thai silk. So what is Thai silk? From the word silk, okay, the type of fabric that they usually use is silk, and they called it Thai silk. Okay, this is the I think the soft kind of fabric. Okay, usually it is used on barongs. Okay, the barongs that we use or the Filipina we use. Okay, so it is produced from the cocoons of Thai silkworms. Okay, so they got this Thai silk, okay, from the cocoons of Thai silkworms. That is why it is called Thai silk. Okay, and next we also have, I'm sorry, let's go back on the next, then the previous slide, which is the Thai fabric design. So those are their design. Okay, as you can see, it is also near on the design of the other Southeast Asian countries that we discussed, right? Yeah, okay. It is just that they have unique added patterns also and design on it. And they added a name or their name on the fabric. So it will be considered their own fabric or attire. So now let us go on to the attire of Thai people or for Thailand. So these are the attire of Thai people. So they have also the Thai silk dress since their fabric is Thai silk. Okay. So Thai silk skirt. Okay, so those are the attire of Thai people. So again, let's review what is the fabric of Thailand. Can you say it? Thai silk? Very good. And Thai fabric design. Okay, now let's go on to the attire. Say Thai silk dress. Very good. And Thai silk skirt. Okay, good job. Okay, now let us go on to the next one. I think this will be the last one, if I'm not mistaken, the country of Vietnam. Okay, so also in Vietnam, there are also good places to spot or visit there. Okay, and I'm also excited to visit this country because I had never been on this country. Okay, have you been on this country? Thumbs up if yes, thumbs down if not. Okay. Now let us explore what are the fabrics and attire of Vietnamese or Vietnam people. Okay. So the first one, as you can see, is considered their design or the design of their fabric. Oh, so just like the Thai people, they use silks, okay, or silk or their fabric, but they call this one as golden thread silks. Again, how do they call this? Say golden thread silks. Okay, and you can see it on the picture itself, right? Okay, also they have this hadong. Okay, what is this hadong? Okay, hadong is silkworm production of center of weaving and sericulture. So this, I think this is the place, or they call this one, this is where they produce silkworm weaving, okay, to get the fabric of silk. Just like in Thai, okay, they have this Thai silkworm. In Vietnam, they also have the production of silk through silkworm, which is called hadong. Okay. Next, so as you can see on this part, on that picture, that is a picture of, I think, a machine where they produce their fabric, okay, where they produce the silk fabric. And this is called the, can everybody say, I'm sorry, say jacquard loom. Okay, again, say jacquard loom. Okay, very good. That is jacquard loom. Okay, so it is used in weaving patterns containing centuries old symbols and characters. Okay, so that is jacquard loom. Is it clear? Okay, so they use it for weaving patterns containing centuries old symbols and characters. That's very nice. Okay, so they have that machine. So now let's go on to the attire of the Vietnamese. Okay, what are the attires? So as you can see, they are very beautiful, pretty attire. Okay, so they call this as Vietnamese dress. Can you say Vietnamese dress? Okay. So most of it is long sleeves, right? Long sleeves with slit on the skirt part, or on the how do you call this, waist part of the dress. Okay. So again, that is the Vietnamese dress. Okay. So before we proceed on the question and answer, so let's have again review what are the fabrics of Vietnam. So again, golden thread silks and habong. They have the jacquard loom, okay, where they used to pattern their silk fabrics, and their attire is the Vietnamese dress. Okay? Okay, do you have questions? Okay, if you have questions, don't hesitate to approach Miss Jazz and put on your question and chat Miss Jazz about your question. Okay? Okay, so I think we can now proceed to our review. Okay, so kindly get your whiteboard and your marker at the count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do you have your whiteboard marker? Whiteboard and marker? Very good. Okay, so now let us start our review. Okay, so listen carefully to your teacher, which is Miss Jazz. Write only the letter of the correct answer. Again, let me repeat. Makinig mabuti, listen carefully, and write only the letter of the correct answer. What does it mean? You will just write A or B on your whiteboard. Okay, so let's start with our first question. So what is Brunei's fabric? A, batik. B, modern textile. A, batik. B, modern textile. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's your answer? Correct. Okay, yes. So the answer is letter A, batik. Okay, next. Number 2, Cambodia's fabric. A, batik. B, modern textile. Again, Cambodia's fabric. A, batik. B, modern textile. Okay, what's your answer? Very good. It's B, modern textile. Okay. Number 3, Indonesia, Malaysia, and Singapore's fabric. So based on the picture, as you can see on the picture, is it A? Okay, A, block printed. B, hand painted. Based on the picture, A, block printed. B, hand painted. What is the correct answer? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, the answer is block printed. Okay, if you did not get the correct answer, just don't forget the correct answer. Okay, so that as you can answer later on your module, you will be aware what's the correct answer. Okay, don't forget the correct answer. So again, that picture is block printed, letter A. Okay, next one, number 4. Again, Indonesia, Malaysia, and Singapore's fabric. Based on the picture, what is that? A, block printed. B, hand painted. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, the correct answer is letter B, hand painted. Okay, again, the correct answer is letter B, hand painted. Okay, number 5. Okay, number 5 is Thailand's attire. What is that? A, Thai silk skirt. B, Thai silk dress. Again, Thailand's attire. A, Thai silk skirt. B, Thai silk dress. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's the correct answer? Letter B. It's letter B. It's a dress. Okay. It's not a skirt, right? So again, that picture is a Thai silk dress. Okay. Next question. Vietnam's attire. Okay, A, wedding dress. B, jacquard loom. Again, A, wedding dress. B, jacquard loom. So again, that Vietnam's attire, is it A, wedding dress, B, jacquard loom? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the answer is letter A, wedding dress. Okay, good job. So for the last question, it is used in weaving patterns containing centuries-old symbols and characters. Again, it is used in weaving patterns containing centuries-old symbols and characters. A, wedding dress. B, jacquard loom. Again, A, wedding dress. B, jacquard loom. Go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's the correct answer? Yes, it's letter B, jacquard loom. Okay, so that is the last question. And I think we're done for our lesson and agenda for today in art. So again, our topic was about the fabrics and attires of Southeast Asian countries. Okay, and with that, I think this will be our module activity time. Okay, kindly get your modules. Kindly get your modules. And please answer review activity number 1, page 5 of your arts module. You will have 5 to 10 minutes to answer it. 5 to 10 minutes to answer it. And if Miss Chas will say time's up, kindly wrap it up. Okay, wrap it up, finish it, and take a picture of your review activity and send it to me through Messenger. Okay? So kindly start now answering your module of review activity number 1, page 5. Again, kindly answer review activity number 1, page 5. Your timer starts now. Your timer starts now. If you have questions, you can ask help from your parents, okay? Or you can message Miss Jazz any time of the day. Answer it carefully. Three minutes more. Two minutes. Two minutes. One minute. Kindly review your answers. 30 seconds. Twenty. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, time's up. So reminders. Okay, so again, kindly take a picture of your review activity number one, and you can send it to me via messenger or in chat. So don't forget that. And also, okay, also, I'll be sending you the things that you need to answer on your asynchronous time. Okay, so the other review activity and the worksheets that you need to accomplish, okay, during your offline class or your module day, okay? So that's all for today. So goodbye, class. See you again next meeting. Mabuhay ang blessed God forever. Okay, bye. Thank you so much. Goodbye.